Hey family, welcome back to CEO Mindset Mastery. I'm your guide on this journey of building a life of freedom, purpose, and wealth. Today, I want to talk about something so many of us struggle with: spending money trying to impress people who don't even care about you. You know the feeling. Buying the latest gadget, dressing up to impress friends, taking someone out to dinner, or going above and beyond just to be noticed. But the truth is, most people aren't paying attention. And even if they are, it doesn't mean they value you. I know because I've been there. I used to waste hundreds, sometimes thousands, trying to get validation from others. And each time, I realized my life, my time, and my money are too valuable to waste on people who don't care. In this video, I'll share my personal story, the lessons I learned the hard way, and how I turned that pain into my CEO blueprint for building income streams. Plus, stay until the end because I'm giving a shout out to a lucky subscriber, and one loyal viewer every year will get free access to my CEO blueprint and a big channel shout out. When I was younger, I thought that buying nice things or keeping up with others would make people respect me. I'd spend money I didn't really have just to fit in. I remember one time, I saved for weeks to buy the latest phone. I was so excited to show it off, thinking everyone would admire me. But most of my so-called friends barely noticed. Some even made me feel small for showing it off. That was a punch to the gut, but it was also my first real lesson. No one will value you more than you value yourself. It was painful, yes, but it pushed me to start thinking differently. If I was going to invest my money, energy, and time, it had to be on myself, my growth, and my future. Here's the truth. People are busy living their own lives. Most aren't keeping track of what you do, what you buy, or how hard you work. So when you spend money trying to impress them, you're literally throwing away energy that could build your life, your wealth, or your business. That's where the mindset shift begins. You have to stop seeking validation and start seeking growth. Stop chasing approval and start chasing results, success, and self-worth. Think about it. How many nights have you stayed up stressing about what someone thinks? How many times have you bought something just to fit in? Now imagine if all that money was invested into something that actually gave returns. Instead of buying a flashy bag or gadget, you could have started a small business. Instead of spending on expensive dinners to impress friends, you could have saved or invested. Instead of trying to be someone you're not, you could have learned a skill that increases your income. This is the principle behind my CEO blueprint, from struggling to stacking. Turn wasted energy and resources into real growth and income streams. The first step is simple but hard. Value yourself more than anyone's opinion. Ask yourself, who actually supports my growth? Where should I spend my energy and money to benefit me? Which investments in myself will pay the biggest returns? When you focus on building yourself and your future, other people's opinions become meaningless. You stop giving power to people who don't care, and you start giving power to yourself. My story isn't just about money or approval, it's about resilience. I've faced rejection, heartbreak, financial struggles, and toxic relationships. But instead of letting it break me, I decided to turn pain into progress. Every disappointment became a lesson. Every setback became fuel to rise higher. This is what CEO Mindset Mastery is all about. Turning challenges into opportunities and building a life of independence, wealth, and purpose. After I realized that most people won't value my efforts, I focused on creating multiple streams of income, freelancing and consulting online courses, and coaching side hustles and investments, content creation through faceless channels. And now, I help others do the same through my CEO blueprint. This is how you stop wasting resources on people who don't care and start building wealth that lasts. CEO Mindset Mastery isn't just about money. It's about growth, learning, and leveling up. We help students with homework, essays, and projects, writing tasks and cover letters. We help creators with voiceovers for YouTube, TikTok, and faceless channels, shorts, reels, and TikTok videos, script writing for faceless content. Everything you need to save time, grow your skills, and build income is available. Links are in the description so you can get started today. Stop buying validation from people who don't care. The highest return on investment comes from investing in yourself. Every skill you learn compounds over time. Every book you read, course you take, or dollar you invest in your future builds your empire. That's the CEO mindset. Stop pleasing others. Start building your life. I want to reward my loyal subscribers because you're the reason this channel exists. Here's how it works. Every video, I'll give a shout-out to a lucky subscriber who likes, comments, shares, and watches the video all the way through. Every year, one loyal subscriber who consistently engages will get free access to my CEO blueprint and a big channel shout-out. So stay active, stay engaged, and watch every video until the end. You could be next. If you take one thing away today, let it be this: your money, energy, and time are too valuable to waste. Focus on building yourself, learning new skills, creating multiple streams of income, investing in experiences that grow you. Stop chasing approval. Stop spending on people who don't care. Focus on your growth, your purpose, and your future. Check out my other video, My Emotional Untold Story, How I Survived Life's Pain and Still Rise, to see how I overcame struggles and built my CEO mindset from scratch. Thank you for watching, family. Stay focused, stay motivated, and remember, your life is too valuable to waste on people who don't care. Stay tuned for the next video to see who the lucky subscriber shout-out goes to. Keep building, keep stacking, and always prioritize yourself. This is your CEO Mindset Mastery Guide, reminding you, you are worth more than anyone's approval. See you in the next video. There was a young man named Jaden, hardworking, kind, and full of dreams. He came from humble beginnings and believed that one day he would build a life that made his family proud. Jaden had a close circle around him, friends who laughed with him, people who praised him when he looked successful, and others who only showed up when he had something to offer. Then there was Marcia, his older cousin, quiet, observant, and wise. She didn't speak much, but when she did, her words stayed with you. She believed in growth, discipline, and building a life from the inside out. And finally, there were the people. The ones who clapped when Jaden spent money. The ones who disappeared when he needed support. The ones who watched his life but never truly cared. Jaden's journey started with a simple desire: to be seen and respected. He worked long hours, saved what little he could, and slowly began buying things that made him look successful: new clothes, the latest phone, fancy dinners with friends. He told himself it was confidence, but deep down, he wanted approval. Every time someone said, "You're doing good, man," it felt like validation. But something strange kept happening. When Jaden struggled financially, nobody noticed. When he felt tired and overwhelmed, nobody asked. When he stopped spending, the calls became fewer, the invitations disappeared. The praise went silent. One evening, after paying for another outing he couldn't afford, Jaden sat alone staring at his bank account, almost empty. His heart felt heavier than his wallet. That night, Marcia sat beside him. She didn't judge. She didn't lecture. She simply asked, "Who are you building your life for?" Jaden stayed silent. Then she said something he would never forget. "People who care about you don't need you to impress them. And people you need to impress usually don't care." Those words hit him deeper than any struggle he'd faced. For the first time, Jaden realized he wasn't broke because he didn't earn enough. He was broke because he kept spending his energy, money, and time chasing approval. From that moment, everything changed. He stopped trying to impress people. He started investing in himself. He learned new skills. He saved money. He focused on growth instead of validation. The same people who once praised him for spending started questioning him. Why you so quiet now? You changed. You don't come out anymore. But Jaden had changed. He no longer needed applause. He needed purpose. Months turned into years. Jaden built something real. Confidence that didn't come from clothes, respect that didn't come from money, and peace that didn't depend on other people's opinions. And one day, when success finally showed in his life, the same people returned. But this time, Jaden smiled and kept walking. Because now he understood. Real growth happens when you stop performing for people and start building for yourself. Moral of the story: trying to impress people who don't care will drain your money, your time, and your peace. Validation is temporary. Growth is permanent. The moment you stop seeking approval and start investing in yourself, your life changes direction. You stop chasing attention. You start building purpose. And purpose always pays better than approval. To anyone watching, listening, or reading this, you don't need expensive things to prove your worth. You don't need applause to confirm your value. And you definitely don't need to sacrifice your future just to be accepted in the moment. Invest in your skills. Invest in your mindset. Invest in your peace. The people who truly care about you will support your growth, not your spending. And if nobody claps while you're building, clap for yourself. Because one day, your consistency will speak louder than any approval you once chased. Stop performing. Start building. That's where your real power lives. Jaden's story isn't just his. It's the story of anyone who has ever tried to be enough for the wrong people. But here's the truth. You were already enough. You just needed to stop proving it and start believing it. So from today forward, protect your energy, respect your money, value your growth, and remember, the life you're trying to build deserves more attention than the people you're trying to impress. Keep going, keep growing, and never trade your future for temporary approval.